Hey guys, Master Ningen here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we have fully Extreme Z Awakened the TEQ Guldo. We did that on stream earlier, so shout out to everybody who came out. I do have my Memorial Dragon Stones now. I did tweet a thing out about how many I got. Keep an eye out on the channel because I'll probably stream a bit later on and we'll do all of those summons, see if we can get anything good, so keep an eye out for that. But Guldo, fully Extreme Z Awakened. So he has the Planet Namek Saga category lead 3 key 77% or tech types 3 key 50%, and then his super attack now at level 15 fully maxed out is greatly raises defense for 1 turn, does supreme damage with a high chance to stun the enemy. So the greatly raising defense is definitely a significant buff for him, and they also increased his stun chance because the high chance is 50%. And then his passive is attack and defense 80%. He gets an additional attack and defense 40% when key is 12. Attacked enemies attack and defense minus 20% for 2 turns and seals the attacked enemy's super attack. Then he gets an additional attack and defense 10% per Ginyu Force ally on the team up to 50%. So he is full link level 10 for me. Obviously you guys know I maxed out the Ginyu Force so I could do the world's first Ginyu Force no item run. I did give all of them a little bit of dodge to help make that run a little bit easier. And obviously I did give him like a random level 1 gold additional. I'll probably redo their skill orbs once they're all out. And, you know, are fully easy aid ready for the extreme stage. But the name of the game for today's video is the Extreme TEQ Super Battle Road stage. Now, unfortunately, whilst he does share the odd link here and there with various other extreme units, Guldo is one of the members of the Ginyu Force that doesn't really share a lot of links with any one particular unit that isn't from the Ginyu Force. So for example, on this team, the TEQ LR Ginyu is going to be his best link partner, but unfortunately they share like 2 links, and that's his best link partner. So nothing too crazy on this one, unfortunately, but it's going to be interesting to see what he can do, because we're not going to see the biggest stats out of him on this stage, because obviously he's only getting the 10% bonus to attack and defense because there's one other Ginyu Force ally on the team. But the point is, obviously, Extreme TEQ is one of the harder stages for the mono ESBRs. Everybody hates this one. So the point here is to see how good Guldo will actually be. Is he going to be an auto-include on your team now for this stage if you haven't done it? Because he does super attack early. So whilst he does get that extra buff from getting 12 key, if you can't get to 12 key, you can still potentially super. And then obviously the fact that he's greatly raising his own defense. Did we get super attacked 4 times in this first turn? Jesus. People wonder why, like, people hate Extreme Super Battle Road. God damn. Alright, so what we'll do is let's keep Cell around so we have him here for when the TEQ Ginyu Force is here. And then we'll go ahead. Bardock is stunned, so let's attack lower Tora. Even with the item active, we probably have to heal up here, you know. Man, if this was a no items attempt for this stage, this would not be going well. Alright, so Cell in the first slot. They've pretty much all super attacked last time, so hopefully we don't get absolutely destroyed here. I'm going to go ahead and use an Android 8. So let's go for stunning Shugesh here with Guldo, and then I don't know if Cell, my Cell is only 55% and we only got 4 orbs, so I don't know if he's going to finish off Bardock, so we'll go ahead and get that done. Wow, 42k with a week's active, crazy. I'm really hoping that the 50% support banners come back, like maybe in like part 2 or something, because there was no announcement for part 1, and I can't even remember the last time those units came around, so we did get the stun with Guldo, 50% chance coming in clutch. I guess a lot of the parts of his passive are kind of built around him not stunning, because obviously lowering the enemy's attack and defense for 2 turns is kind of pointless when they're stunned for 2 turns. Sealing them, again, obviously you seal them for 2 turns, so it doesn't really have much of an effect when they're going to be stunned. But it does give him like a nice sort of backup for if you don't stun the enemy. Let's go for just taking out Tora, I guess. Just try and do the big damage to him. We got the buff with both Janembas. Neither of them got the damage reduction, but both of them got the stat buff to the allies. So everyone on the rotation going to be a little bit stronger here. the Bardock team definitely not an ideal starting fight for Extreme TEQ. Like, honestly, depending on which team you bring, if you can find a friend really easily, because I've brought a 90% Janemba friend for this run, and I think all the other ones on my friends list are like one dupe or something, or none. So I wouldn't probably advise doing it with this run, but like, really, we should just go in, quit out, if it's the Bardock team first. But they share Brutal Beatdown and Shattering the Limit. They have Ginyu Force and Signature Pose. So Guldo has 4 links active. With the support from Cell, he has 82k defense, but bear in mind, greatly raises on super, so that would go up to, what, 120-ish? Because obviously we got the support giving us that little bit extra, so I'm not entirely sure exactly what that would go up to. But if we do this, the LR Ginyu Force, they do raise allies' attack if they 18-key super first, so that's good here. We'll go for the stun on Borgos, and then we'll try and make sure we finish off Lord Shugesh at the end. Of course we get super attacked in slot 1. How much is this going to do? 263. Great. So 2 million attack stat. Unfortunately, the TEQ LR Ginyu Force, unless they get an easy A once all of the other 3 free-to-play ones are done, like, outside of the actual Ginyu Force stage, they certainly take a beating in these other phases. But pretty solid attack from Guldo. He actually took out Borgos, so we can attack lower Farsha here. I don't really want to heal again, but this is not really an ideal turn setup. Who's got the most defense? Raditz actually has the most defense. He loses his damage reduction when there's only one enemy, though. But she did just super attack last turn, so hopefully we don't get supered in slot 1 again here. And she was attack lowered as well, so 35k. I guess it's not terrible. So we take her out here, move into the next fight. Obviously, this team not really set up for accomplishing a no items run. Are you kidding me? Didn't take her out. Alright, she's not attacking in slot 1, so we'll let our man Guldo get the finish here. But yeah, this Extreme TEQ Super Battle Road is it is what it is, right? It's the most annoying stage. The point of this video is to kind of show off like how good Guldo can be in this stage, and I think he can be pretty decent. But the biggest problem is, like I said, there's not really anyone on the team that he goes really well with, and so we're almost, I feel like maybe as like a 3rd slot float on a team that is built a lot stronger than this. Probably would be better overall. So I think we keep Cell in slot 1 here so he doesn't get absolutely destroyed. I want to try and keep this cluster of orbs together though for Janemba. So go for the stun on... Oh, we've lost connection to... Unless this will connect them up again. Damn, we lost connection to the double... So we don't get the support buff for everybody else, but we get the damage reduction, which I guess is probably more important for this turn, since Janemba is taking so many attacks in the final slot, and it is my Janemba, so he's only 55%. So he's going to have damage reduction now, plus the Princess Snake damage reduction on top. As long as Videl doesn't super attack Cell here, her being attack lowered plus the Princess Snake, he still takes 43k. Yeah, 55% Cell. Like, the 50% support units, in theory, are super useful on ESBR, but when you don't have dupes in them, especially Cell, like, 1 or 2 of them actually do give themselves a defensive buff on super, which is obviously useful. Cell does lower attack, but his defense overall is just not super good. Obviously, if you pick up a lot more orbs, their stats are going to be better, for sure. So you kind of have to take a bit of a risk when using them. So we'll go ahead and do this. I do kind of want to see Guldo take a hit after raising his defense. We didn't stun Saiyaman for 2 turns. So I think what we'll do is we'll go for stunning Saiyaman here, and then Videl is going to hit us. She is attack lowered, but we do have the... we are going to have greatly raised defense. We're going to seal her up as well. Actually, no, we're sealing up Gohan here. So let's go for the attack on you. Let me make sure I actually remember to use a damage reduction item. So his defense, without a support unit on rotation, is 68k before supering. So he might get to 100k post-super with the 50% raise. Because it only raises 50% from their base defense, so anything extra that he's getting from links and stuff, as far as I'm aware, is not included in that greatly raises like buff. But we are getting the attack boost from the LR Ginyu Force attacking first as well. So, I mean, 1.8 million attack stat for the free-to-play Guldo, that's pretty good. And then, yeah, double-digit damage, because he attack lowered Gohan, Videl was already attack lowered, so with that greatly raises defense, even without a support unit on rotation, he tanked those hits for double digits. So that is actually really good. So yeah, I think what I would say for this Guldo, as I mentioned a little bit earlier on, I think his best role, if you're going to bring him into Extreme TEQ, Extreme Super Battle Road, is probably just going to be as like a third slot float, right? So you can have him floating in the third spot, he's going to be able to stun and seal somebody for you, and then potentially not have to worry about taking large amounts of damage, because obviously he has the greatly raises defense. He's lowering the enemy's attack and sealing them, so even if he doesn't stun, that kind of keeps him safe from getting super attacked if you target a specific person that would be attacking him. So I think he definitely could work out well on the team. But obviously when I put this team together to do the video, I deliberately bought the LR Ginyu Force for them to go together, even though they're not really the best link partners. I brought this TEQ cell just so we could see the rotations where he's getting the 50% support, although realistically I probably wouldn't bring the TEQ cell into this stage on a lot of my team builds, just because of how weak he is at 55%. So I'm getting the Dokkan attack here against it. I'm really disappointed we didn't finish off Gohan in that previous turn, because getting the Dokkan attack now is a little bit of a waste. So I guess we are quite low on HP, so getting up to full HP here would be good. I mean, realistically, we don't need to finish this whole run, because, I mean, you can tell with this team build, because we're using Janemba as the leader, and we don't really have any corroded body and mind units, everybody's only getting the 130 buffs. That's another thing to bear in mind as well. If we take Guldo into an event with like a 170 lead, then things are obviously going to be a little bit different. We might have to do, towards the end of the week, obviously, towards the end of the celebration, once all of the other members of the Ginyu Force have their EZAs as well, then obviously I will look into doing something like that. I think they're all on Space Traveling Warriors, so we could do a team where rather than using the LR Ginyu Force as the leader, we could actually run like Bojack and run his team. And then have all of the free-to-play members of the Ginyu Force or something like that. Let me know what you guys think. What sort of Team Sal would you like to see them on once they're all awakened? And we can go ahead and get the damage reduction and the buff for you. And then a decent amount of orbs for you. Hopefully we don't need to use an item on turn 1 here, but we'll see how this goes. Well, it didn't get super attacked in slot 1, so that's nice. Get guaranteed stun on Vegeta. I think we'll play out the next turn, because I think the next turn is Guldo with Cell on rotation, just to see him in action again. But overall, I would say him getting his EZA, he's definitely going to be helpful on this team, but he doesn't fit in super well, so that's something you definitely have to make accommodations for. He needs to super attack first, because obviously otherwise his defense is not really going to be high enough for him to be taking like crazy hits or anything. So that's something you obviously have to be aware of. So we'll go ahead and do this. Vegeta is stunned already. I think what we'll do, I want to see him tank. We haven't got an item active, so I'm not going to attack lower Trunks. I'm going to go for Vegeta again, see if we can get him in like a bit of a stun lock. And then, yeah, I'm not going to use an item here, so we'll see how much damage Guldo takes. After raising his defense with no item active, we should survive this. Even though, yeah, 278k. Oof. Not ideal, but this is also going to raise his attack. Alright, so here's the moment of truth. Is Guldo going to get killed by Super Trunks? Yeah, he still takes 45k. And there you go, then we die. So the problem is, Extreme TEQ for this Guldo, you don't have a leader that he can fit under, so Janemba is technically giving him the biggest buff with the 130%. But you can see there, even though he greatly raises defense on Super, we had a 50% defensive support unit on rotation. but as long as he's not attack lowering, like, you got to attack the enemy that's going to be attacking him, basically. Because if he doesn't get stunned, that enemy not being attack lowered, the fact that he took 45k without an item active is pretty crazy. So I do think maybe he could work as a stunner, but, you know, you definitely want to make sure you're not getting those 5-person fights, because his main strength is being able to disable, like, one enemy unit. So there you go. We ended with a death. I mean, that team was not particularly great for ESBR anyway, but let me know what you think of the Guldo EZA down below. I definitely think these units are only really going to be good when you're running them all together. So we will obviously do that for a video later on in the celebration. But let me know what you think of the Guldo down below, and we'll try out the Raccoon probably in a video for tomorrow. So let me know all your thoughts in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.